I wanted to talk a lot about this, and we always come back to this because this is the thing that is running the show, right? If we can get this right, then everything else is going to start functioning a lot smoother. The analogy that I want to work with today is the mango tree and poison oak. Why do I want to talk about mango trees, and why do I want to talk about poison oak? Well, our mind can be broken down into good, wholesome thoughts or unwholesome thoughts. If we are going to talk about wholesome thoughts as mangoes, we're going to talk about unwholesome thoughts as poison oak. Now, from last week, I did a video called View, Actions, Results, which is your view of something determines your actions, which determines your results. We have a pretty good deal on this planet, and that deal is this. If you plant a mango seed, what do you think you're going to get? Mango tree. Okay. If you plant poison oak, what do you think you're going to get? Poison oak. Now, in the history of planting things, never once has someone planted a mango seed and gotten poison oak, and vice versa. It doesn't happen that way. So this is a pretty good gig, which is if we plant something, we're going to get X, right? Now, how does this relate to the mind? Well, if you plant negative thoughts in your mind, what do you think you're going to get? Negative results, negative actions. If you plant positive thoughts in your mind, what do you think you're going to get by the nature of this law that we're dealing with? Positive events, positive actions. Now, of course, there are things like the weather that we can't really predict. And of course, there's things like other people that we can't really predict. But if we're just talking about creating the ecosystem for our life to be the best life that it could possibly be, we have to be relentless about what we plant in here. Negative thoughts equals negative actions equals negative results. Positive thoughts equals positive actions equal positive results. When is the last time that you asked yourself, am I making a decision out of love or fear? And you said love and then went and did something terrible for yourself or to somebody else. It doesn't happen, right? Now, when we say I'm making a decision out of fear, what results do you get from that decision? See what I'm saying here? So, Monday Motivation this week is all about what am I allowing to plant in here? What am I telling myself? We are often our biggest judge when it comes to how life is going. So if you are judging yourself, judgment would be considered an unwholesome thought. If you're judging yourself and you're allowing that to plant itself in your head, what do you think you're going to get? Negative actions, negative results. If you are affirming yourself, if you are building yourself up, if you are your biggest fan, what do you think you're going to get? Positive actions, positive results. In the history of people body bashing, no one has ever felt great from telling themselves that they're horrible or they're ugly or they're fat or they're this or they're disgusting. It doesn't breed happiness. It doesn't work like that. You can't plant poison oak and expect a mango tree. So the first thing that needs to happen in order for you to create a environment for happiness is you have to be very, very diligent about what you're thinking. And if what you're thinking is not positive, if you are trashing yourself, if you are judging others, know, because you watched this video, that what will happen from that judgment, right, is that you are going to find a way to act out of that judgment, and then you will get a result that is based upon that judgment. Careful. It begins here. It begins here. And what I want each and every single one of you this week to do as a challenge, the challenge of the week, is before you are going to make a big decision about something, and you're going to have a lot this week, I want you to ask yourself the question, is this decision out of love or fear? If you recognize that it is out of fear, sit with it and go, how can I make this decision out of love? You make that choice enough times, watch your life change. I guarantee it. Because you can't possibly get the same results. It's impossible to get the same results when you choose to make your decisions out of love versus fear. Because you are fundamentally showing up differently. If you plant a mango seed, you get a mango tree. If you plant poison oak, you get poison oak. This is nature's deal with us. And it's a great deal. Okay? Now, things might take a little bit longer than you think. Things might not happen the way that you think they should. But that is not the deal part. The deal is what you plant, you shall receive. What you reap, you shall sow. That is the deal. So knowing that's the deal, you can move forward in your life making decisions that are out of love versus fear, and watch how that changes things for you. Okay? Okay? So the challenge of this week is to stop yourself before every single big decision that you're making and say, what? Am I making this decision out of love, or am I making this decision out of fear? When you can answer that question and you can allow the best version of yourself to guide you through that, watch life change. You'll see.